Secret agent.
Secret agent.
Secretarial.
Secretarial.
A secretarial course.
Secretarial college.
Secretariat.
Secretariat.
The United Nations Secretariat in New York. Secretary.
Secretary.
My secretary will fax you all the details.
The Foreign Secretary.
The Secretary of Defense.
The first secretary at the British Embassy.
The Secretary of the Tennis Club.
Secretary General.
Secretary General.
The UN Secretary General.
Secretary of State.
Secretary of State.
The Secretary of State for Transport.
Secret ballot.
Secret ballot.
The chairman was elected by secret ballot.
Votes cast in a secret ballot.
Secrete.
Secrete.
The toad's skin secretes a deadly poison.
The money had been secreted in a Swiss bank account.
Secretion.
Secretion.
These secretions are used by the caterpillar as a defense.
The secretion of hormones by the pituitary gland. The secretion of hormones by the pituitary gland.
Secretive.
Secretive.
The government has been accused of being secretive and undemocratic.
Carla was always very secretive about her work.
Secretly.
Secretly.
They started meeting secretly. She was secretly hoping that Dan would be at the party. Secretly, Beth admired Stella's strong character.
Secret police.
Secret police.
Secret service.
Secret service.
Sect.
Sect.
Sectarian.
Sectarian.
People on both sides of the sectarian divide in Northern Ireland.
A sectarian school.
Section.
Section.
A busy section of road.
The reference section of the library.
The plane's tail section was found in a cornfield.
The smoking section.
The boats were built in Scotland and transported to Egypt in sections.
This issue will be discussed further in Section 2.
A large section of the American public.
Article 1, Section 8 of the U.S. Constitution.
Here's the outside view, and here are the floors in section.
Peel and section the oranges.
The vegetable plots were sectioned off by a low wall.
Sectional.
Sectional.
Community groups seeking to protect sectional interests.
A sectional view of the building.
A sectional sofa.
Sector.
Sector.
The agricultural sector of the economy.
Sectoral.
Sectoral.
Secular.
Secular.
Secular education.
Our modern secular society.
Secularism.
Secularism.
The secularism of popular culture.
Secularize.
Secularize.
Secure.
Secure.
Boyd's goal secured his team's place in the Cup final.
The company secured a $20 million contract.
Negotiators are still working to secure the hostages' release.
Redgrave won his third Olympic gold medal and secured his place in history.
Troops were sent to secure the border.
They built a 10-foot-high fence to secure the house against intruders.
An agreement to secure the future of the rainforest.
John secured the boat firmly to the jetty. He used his house to secure the loan.
There are no secure jobs these days. We want a secure future for our children. United's position at the top of the league seems relatively secure.
The house isn't very secure. We need some new locks.
Keep your passport in a secure place.
In the last year, only 3 children under the age of 14 have had to be placed in secure accommodation.
Companies can offer secure credit card transactions over the internet. These elephants are relatively secure from poachers.
We want our children to be secure and feel good about themselves.
Workers no longer feel secure about the future.
It was enough money to make us feel financially secure. We huddled together, secure in the knowledge that the rescue helicopter was on its way. We huddled together, secure in the knowledge that the rescue helicopter was on its way.
Are you sure that shelf is secure?
Security. Security. The trial was held under tight security. Lack security at airline check-in desks.
Terrorist activity that is a threat to national security.
The prison was ordered to tighten security after a prisoner escaped yesterday.
The Security Commission investigates breaches of security. We have been asked not to say anything for security reasons.
The security forces opened fire, killing 2 people. The thief was caught on a security camera.
There are strict security checks on everyone entering the Opera House.
A large number of homes lack adequate security measures.
Parenting is about giving your child security and love.
Workers want greater job security.
This insurance plan offers your family financial security in the event of your death.
One of the sales clerks called security.
Reese used his Brooklyn home as security for the loan.
Security blanket.
Security blanket.
Security clearance.
Security clearance.
Security deposit.
Security deposit.
Security guard.
Security guard.
Security light.
Security light.
Security mom. Security mom. The soccer moms of the 1990s have become the security moms of today.
Security risk.
Security risk.
After the bomb threat, it was considered too much of a security risk to let the races go ahead.
Security service.
Security service.
Sedan.
Sedan.
Sedan chair.
Sedan chair.
Sedate.
Sedate.
A sedate seaside town.
The wedding was rather a sedate occasion.
We continued our walk at a sedate pace.
He was still in shock and heavily sedated.
Sedation.
Sedation.
The patient was still under heavy sedation.
Sedative.
Sedative.
Sedentary.
Sedentary.
Health problems caused by our sedentary lifestyles.
A sedentary people living north of the Danube.
Sedge.
Sedge.
Sediment.
Sediment.
A thick layer of sediment.
Sedimentary.
Sedimentary.
Sedimentary rock.
Sedimentary deposits.
Sedimentation.
Sedimentation.
Sedition.
Sedition.
Trade union leaders were charged with sedition.
A seditious speech.
Seduce.
Seduce.
The professor was sacked for seducing female students.
Are you trying to seduce me?
I was young and seduced by New York.
Leaders are people who can seduce other people into sharing their dream.
Seducer.
Seducer.
Seduction.
Seduction.
The seduction of a young girl.
The seductions of power.
Seductive.
Seductive.
She used all of her seductive charm to try and persuade him.
The seductive power of advertising.
She smiled seductively at him across the table.
Seductress.
Seductress.
See.
See.
The moment we saw the house, we knew we wanted to buy it.
He crouched down so he couldn't be seen.
Can I see your ticket, please? I saw the offer advertised in the newspaper.
You can see the Houses of Parliament from here.
Can you see where the marks are on the wall?
He saw that she was crying.
I saw him leave a few minutes ago. The suspect was seen entering the building. As you can see, the house needs some work doing on it.
Have you seen Chris?
The accommodation was so awful it had to be seen to be believed.
More money must be invested if we are to see an improvement in services.
After a month's practice, you should see a difference in your playing. Seeing his distress, Louise put her arm around him.
I would like to see changes in the way the course is run.
You're not denying it, I see, he said coldly.
I can see you're not very happy with the situation.
From the tower, you can see for miles.
I can't see a thing without my glasses.
His eyes are so bad that he can't see to read anymore.
I'll call him and see how the job interview went.
She went outside to see what was happening.
I've just come to see if you want to go out for a drink. These chocolates are gorgeous. Try some and see for yourself.
By looking at this leaflet, you can see at a glance how much a loan will cost. From this graph, it can be seen that some people are more susceptible to the disease.
As we have seen in Chapter 4, women's pay is generally less than men's.
It will be interesting to see if he makes it into the team.
I might come. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. Let's try it and see what happens.
Can we go to the zoo, Dad? We'll see.
How long can you stay? I'll have to see. It depends. We'll just have to wait and see.
I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes on Sunday.
Things will work out. You'll see.
See page 58.
See press for details.
The results are shown in Table 7A. See below.
I can't see why he's so upset.
I see what you mean.
He lives here but works in London during the week. Oh, I see. You see, the thing is, I'm really busy right now.
You mix the flour and eggs like this, see?
I can't see the point of spending so much money on a car. Do you see the point I'm making?
The other officers laughed, but Nichols couldn't see the joke.
I just can't get her to see reason.
Did you see that program on monkeys last night?
We're going to see Romeo and Juliet tonight.
Having a child makes you see things differently.
Violence is seen in different ways by different people.
As I see it, you don't have any choice.
The way I see it, we have two options.
I see the job as a challenge.
He saw himself as a failure.
The peace talks are seen as a sign of hope. This type of work is often seen as boring.
Teachers need to be seen to be in control.
The government must be seen to be doing something about the rise in violent crime.
I'll call them again and see what they can do about it.
Let's take the Porsche out to the racetrack and see what it can do.
Leave the papers with me and I'll see what I can do.
See you Friday. Your place at 8:30.
I'll be seeing her tomorrow night. I haven't seen her since we left school.
She's too sick to see anyone right now.
I saw Jane while I was out. Mr. Thomas is seeing a client at 2:30.
She was seen by a doctor but didn't need hospital treatment.
I have to see my teacher about my grades. They've been seeing a lot of each other.
They've seen more of each other since Dan moved to London.
Is she seeing anyone at the moment?
He could see a great future for her in music.
I can't see him winning. Can you?
She's got a new book coming out, but I can't see it doing very well.
I just can't see her as a ballet dancer.
I might as well do something useful, seeing as I'm back, she said. They are unimpressed with the scheme and rightly see it for what it is.
It's up to you to see that the job's done properly.
Please see that the lights are switched off before you leave. Don't worry, I'll see to it.
The hotel's owners see to it that their guests are given every luxury.
She was so sick that doctors didn't think she'd live to see her first birthday. I never thought I'd live to see the day when women became priests. She's seen it all before in her long career. This year has seen a big increase in road accidents.
The city has seen plenty of violence over the years. Let me see. Where did I put that letter?
Can we go to the park? I don't see why not.
My mother used to see me across the road.
I'll get Nick to see you home.
Let me see you to the door.
There's no one there. You must be seeing things.
Her hat had seen better days.
I'll be glad to see the back of him.
I thought we'd seen the last of him.
It was a relief to see the last of them.
Police hoped they'd seen the last of the joyriding.
We may not have seen the last of this controversy.
She finally saw the light and ended the relationship. This decision will ensure that the Pentagon Papers never see the light of day. This type of PC first saw the light of day in 1981.
The thought of Pierre with Nicole had made her see red.
We didn't exactly see eye to eye.
I don't always see eye to eye with my father.
We don't see eye to eye on business issues.
When you've seen one of these programs, you've seen them all.
Small companies cannot see their way to taking on many trainees.
Royal Ascot is the place to see and be seen.
John's going to have a lot of trouble with him. You can see it coming.
You paid £500 for that. They must have seen you coming. Just do this for me and I'll see you right.
Tell the landlord I sent you, and he'll see you right.
I can't see that it matters what I think.
I'd better see about dinner.
Claire's gone to see about getting tickets for the concert. I want to go to Joshua's tonight. Well, we'll have to see about that.
The unemployment data must be seen against the background of world recession.
I don't know who he is, but I've seen him around.
Would you like to see round the house?
I don't know what she sees in him.
He saw a gentleness in Susan.
He took her home, and after seeing her in, drove off without a word.
To see off the threat, the company will have to cut its prices still further.
The team saw off their old rivals in last night's championship game. The team saw off their old rivals in last night's championship game. They've gone to the airport to see their son off.
Security guards saw him off the premises.
I'll see you out.
Don't worry, I can see myself out.
Connolly has promised to see out the remaining 18 months of his contract.
She saw out her last years at Sudeley Castle.
I saw through his excuses.
I could never lie to her because I know she'd see through me straight away.
I can't bluff. She'd see right through me.
It'll take a lot of effort to see the project through.
Setting goals should help see you through.
I've got enough money to see me through 6 months of unemployment. The world is very different when seen through the eyes of a child.
Go on, you go out. I'll see to the washing up.
You should get that tooth seen to by a dentist.
Seed.
Seed.
A packet of sunflower seeds.
Sow the seeds 1 inch deep in the soil. We grew all our tomatoes from seed.
Some of the poorest farmers don't have enough money to buy seed. The seeds of change in Eastern Europe were beginning to emerge.
Something Lucy said began to sow seeds of doubt in his mind.
The old central bus station is going to seed.
He's been top seed for the past 2 years.
Add 1 lime, seeded and sliced.
Sharapova was seeded 5th at Wimbledon.
A newly seeded lawn.
Seedbed.
Seedbed.
Strong personal beliefs can become a seedbed for conflicts.
Seed capital.
Seed capital.
Seed corn.
Seed corn.
Young people are the seed corn management of the future.
Seedless.
Seedless.
Seedless grapes.
Seedling.
Seedy.
Seedy.
A seedy nightclub.
A seedy-looking old man.
Seeing.
Seeing.
I won't stay long, seeing as you're busy.
Oh, all right. Seeing as it's you.
Seeing eye dog.
Seeing eye dog.
Seek.
Seek.
Do you think the president will seek re-election?
Thousands of people crossed the border seeking refuge from the war.
He sought revenge against Surkov for separating him from his wife and son.
Local schools are seeking to reduce the dropout rate.
If the symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
New graduates seeking employment.
Attractive woman 27 seeks male 25 to 35 for fun and friendship.
Coles came to the Yukon in the 1970s to seek his fortune.
Water seeks its own level.
Our mission is to seek out the enemy and destroy them.
Seeker.
Seeker.
A brilliant politician and a ruthless power seeker.
Seem.
Seem.
Anne didn't seem very pleased.
It seems a foolish decision now.
The last few days had seemed like a dream.
Terry seemed like a nice girl.
We waited for what seemed like hours. It seems like you're catching a cold, Taylor.
It seemed as if the end of the world had come.
It seemed that Freeman had killed the man and dumped the body in the lake.
It seems likely that he will miss the team's next game.
The rainbow seemed to end on the hillside.
Doesn't that seem weird to you?
It seems to me you don't have much choice.
So Bill's leaving her. So, it seems.
I just can't seem to relax.
I seem to have lost my car keys. It would seem that someone left the building unlocked. Seeming.
Seeming.
A seeming piece of good luck, which later led to all kinds of trouble. Seemingly.
Seemingly.
Seemingly unrelated bits of information.
The new minister was faced with a seemingly impossible task.
Alice was standing in the street, seemingly oblivious to the rain.
There is seemingly nothing we can do to stop the plans going ahead.
Seemly.
Seemly.
It was not seemly for ladies to talk about money.
Seen.
Seen.
Seep.
Seep.
Blood seeped down his leg.
His tension was seeping away.
Seep. Seep. Seep.
Seepage.
Seepage.
Seer.
Seer.
Seersucker.
Seersucker.
Seesaw.
Seesaw.
Before the election, the president seesawed in the polls.
Seethe.
Seethe.
He was seething with anger.
I was absolutely seething.
The cellar was seething with spiders.
See-through.
See-through.
A see-through blouse.
Segment.
Segment.
Segments of the population. Decorate with orange segments.
Segments of DNA.
Segmentation.
Segmentation.
The segmentation of society.
Segmented.
Segmented.
Segmented worms.
Segregate.
Segregate.
Blacks were segregated from whites in schools.
The coffee room had been segregated into smoking and non-smoking areas.
Segregated.
Segregated.
A racially segregated education system.
Segregation.
Segregation.
Racial segregation.
The segregation of men and women.
Segregationist.
Segregationist.
Segregationist policies.
Segue.
Segway.
The conversation segued into banter about the cup final. Seismic.
Seismic.
Increased seismic activity.
Seismic changes in international relations.
Seismology.
Seismology.
Seismograph.
Seismograph.
Satan. Satan.
Seize.
Seize.
Suddenly he seized my hand.
Maggie seized the letter from her.
The rebels have seized power.
A group of soldiers seized the airport.
160,000 CDs were seized from illegal factories.
All of my assets were seized, including my home.
The gunman was seized at 1 a.m.
When she saw his face, she was seized by fear.
His every remark is seized upon by the press.
The mechanism had seized up.